We're at the C-47 Memorial at Piscaville, and we've got some aviators here from America. We can talk to them about what it means to them to be in Normandy and D-Day. So yes, gentlemen, where are you from in America, roughly?
Well, we're out of Charleston, South Carolina, the Air Force Base there. We're C-17 crew, retired Chief Loadmaster, C-17s, C-17 instructor pilot.
Wow, so you know what you're doing between you, don't you? That's for sure.
Well, you do something long enough to figure it out, I guess.
I was in 30 years, so...
okay, so you know what you're doing. That's great record, isn't it? So, what was you telling me earlier about your grandfather?
Well, we're here again. We're here at the C-47 Memorial, and my grandfather was in the 438 Troop Carrier Group, 89th Troop Carrier Squadron, lead element Normandy at Green and Common. That flew the 507th into Normandy, Lieutenant Colonel Cole's division, I guess. And lead element Normandy, and flew all the major operations to include Operation Market Garden.
Wow.
And was actually trying to resupply the British 1st Airborne at Arnhem, and was shot down, had their number 2 engine shot out, tried turning back and got as far as around Brussels before the left engine overheated and ended up bellowing outside of Brussels. Picked up by the underground and eventually got sent back to England.
How lucky was he?
Oh, just
it's an incredible story.
Yeah.
And it could have affected you even being there.
Oh, absolutely. You know, and
wow.
Just one of those things that you know, they were hiding in a ditch, and you know, for a while, and then the guy comes up on a bike and wanted to know if he wanted to ride into Brussels.
That's lucky.
Ended up being in the underground and
in the right
got him back
place
to
at the
England.
right time. So how do you feel about, you know, D-Day as a whole? You know, the whole week. I mean.
Oh, it's incredible. The way all three is between the U.S., French, and British.
Don't forget Canada.
Absolutely, Canada.
For us, that's our friends to the north.
Yeah. We're neighbors, so unreal. What they do here, and
it's just brilliant, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. They treat us unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's their second time coming, and every time it's always the same. They treat us like royalty. Everybody here.
Yeah.
Everybody's friends. Everybody has, you know, stories of their past, of their relatives, and again, like you said, a lot of reason why we're still here. Is because of our past.
Well, thanks for your time, and I'll let you enjoy your day. And you're off to Pegasus Bridge.
That's where we're going to head.
You're going to love that.
I would just I just have one thing to say. I find the speaks for itself as far as the width, breadth, scope, and magnitude of just the whole operation of Overlord. But just this particular monument really speaks to me personally, because you know, for me the names are all the same. They sound like every guy I ever flew with, every jumper I ever threw out. I threw a Smith and a Jones and a Kuhn, you know, and
so you can relate to that list.
Yeah, and just seeing, you know, I mean the fact that the air crew and all of their guys in the back all died together, you know, as brothers. Just, you know, you just see this, and just how many times did I fly with 200 jumpers in the back and threw them out, and I got to go land and go back and have a beer, you know, but these guys didn't get to land and go back and have a beer, and it just you know, it really hits you in your heart.
It's personal.
So
I thank you, and I'll shake your hands. You're
sir.
both great guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
You. Bye.
They was a different breed.
We have
it's still in the same family, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wear that with pride.
Yeah, because our friends who live around the corner said, I don't know if you were yesterday morning.
Right. To do a monument.
We are now in a place called Orglandes. This is a Deutscher, a German cemetery where 11,000 are buried, and it is one of the largest German cemeteries. Here we have a map which lays out the different blocks. $11,000. Now, if I'm not mistaken, what they've done here, they've got a soldier with his name and his date of birth and then his death. This, I believe, means an unknown soldier in between them, and then another soldier. So they buried in threes. So I guess so you will not be alone. And if I'm not mistaken, to the rear there's another 3 soldiers. So they'll literally be head to head, I guess, or head to foot. I'm not sure, but it just carries on. So I'm in a little village of Saint-Mer-Eglise, which is not far from Utah Beach, and there's a very interesting story connected to the church here of Saint-Mer-Eglise. So let us go inside and we shall see. Okay, so first of all, just like to point out some of these scratches of the crucifixes people have made over the time. But if we go through here, we shall see the priest's confession box. Now, around the time of the invasion, D-Day landings, it looks like, or legend says, that the German soldier was hiding out in here, and the American soldiers have basically opened up. So you can clearly see the bullet holes, the machine gun fire. So I'm taking a calculated guess that the soldiers have come in here and they might have been spooked by a noise, or perhaps the fact that there's a confession box in the corner, and they've fired from this sort of area. Okay, there's a second point I'd like to show you in this very interesting little village. Merci. So you can see that I've turned this sort of cemetery area into a reenactment display, or a place where they can display their vehicles. But if you see this pump, the village water pump in the middle of the sort of square, there's a very interesting story connected here. So the story basically says that an American paratrooper hid behind this water pump in the recess, and he had broad shoulders but he was quite slim. And like a hunter, he fired the panic-stricken soldiers as he waited behind the pump. He's said to have killed 10 from this position, 2 of which at least 60 yards away on the road. So okay, let's have a little look. He's probably popped out, shot a few, and then gone back, and they've not known where it's coming from. Ross, what have you found? Bullet holes?
Bullet holes. All the way across.
So that'll be
Coming
the
from the
Germans.
church direction. Yeah, so
Yeah.
between the
Down the side of-
coming Bosch.
there, what? I knew I'd bump into Montgomery sometime.
Yes.
So how are you doing, sir?
Not bad at all, not bad at all.
So can you tell us a little bit about your reenacting of Montgomery?
Montgomery. The reason why I do a bit of Montgomery, as a look of it all, but my granddad was actually in the 8th Army, and he was the actual catering corps.
Ah,
So, reality is, funny enough, he actually fed Monty during the war.
there you go.
So there's a bit of history from
There
Monty
you
and
go.
Montgomery, yeah.
My colleague was saying to me, we're not sure if it is him, but we'll see if he's got 2 cap badges on. And there you go.
Yeah, yes, that's
So
right.
can you explain the 2 cap
Right,
badges to the...
one's his regiment, which is the tank regiment, because he was in the tank regiment, and these other one's the actual hierarchy officer's badge.
And it's very unusual for anybody to have 2 cap badges.
That's right, yeah. So only Monty could wear them, couldn't he? Get
That's
away,
right.
get away
That's
with it.
right, and I do believe that his actual Rolls Royce is down...
Yeah, apparently so. Yeah.
Is it
yeah,
in Gold
yes.
Beach?
I don't know. Somebody keeps telling me it's down in Gold Beach. Yes. So yeah.
So what, how are you finding the whole event?
It's very good. Very
Yeah.
good. Excellent. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
All right, well thank you, sir, and I'll let you carry on. I'll
Thank you very
salute you.
much. Thank you. All right,
Thank
sir. It was a very early start for us this morning. Unfortunately, we got up at 3 o'clock to get down to Utah Beach, which we did. And as I say, when we got there at 3 o'clock in the morning, we were met by the Navy SEALs, US Navy SEAls.
The real ones?
The real ones, the real
Wow.
McCoys, because they're going to do the reenactment.
Oh, excellent.
But it's about 6:30, so we was,
Okay.
you know, but we always go to Utah Beach every year to pay our respects, because that's when they landed at 6:30 in the morning with the Americans. So we'll,
Keep the same time.
yeah, so what we tend to do is we lay a reef and we do the 2-minute silence, and then once we've done that, we set things our own. To
Yeah.
do what we want to do.
Yeah,
But,
good on you.
So we took our jeeps that we've got on the beach to make sure that's what would happen in 1944, during 1944, and that's what we would do. So we did that. So that's.
So you've got a sort of system that you do each time you visit?
Yes, we do. Every year we do that. Every year. 6 on the dot. We're there. We have to be. You know.
Thanks for your time, sir. Okay.
No problem at all. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Well, we're guessing that this is how it used to look here. Let's have a little look. Right.
I'll put it in now. We're going on.
All right. Yeah, so what was he saying?
We just sleep rough in the fields. We don't have a tent.
Brilliant.
My son doesn't even have a sleeping bag.
Oh, you're a hero.
It was a cold night last night, wasn't it?
It was cold last night.
Sorry?
It was cold last night.
Not too bad, not too bad.
Oh, you're from Yorkshire, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah, we're hardcore, you know. Got to be for victory.
You never know who you're going to bump into in these amazing adventures. So, it's father and son, is it?
Yeah. It is, yeah.
And you're both from East Yorkshire?
Yeah, we were both born in Hull.
Okay. Obviously, you're far up north there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
Leeds.
yeah, sort of, yeah.
On Leeds,
It's-
Manchester.
yeah, okay.
The Great North, really.
So you're proper northerners. Now you've come over here with your great spirit you've got up north, and you love it, don't you? You absolutely love this whole event.
Yeah.
So can you tell us about how you got involved with it?
Oh, 5 years ago we did the same thing. So we cycled from Wisram to Cal.
So you went from
to Sherwood.
Okay, so you've gone from Sword Beach to
Yeah.
all the way to
through all the beaches. We
Okay.
did a bit kind of around Pegasus Bridge and the drop zones from
Naval
there.
Battery.
all that
Okay.
sort of
And
stuff.
one of the reasons that we're East Yorkshire is not just because, yes, that's where we come from, but East Yorkshire landed at Sword Beach
yes.
and at Juno Beach.
Okay. So you've obviously done the Pegasus Bridge and everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you get much attention? Do they realise you're cycling, or
We wish we
No
had
one
a
can believe it,
collection
really.
box
They can't
on
believe
here.
it.
If I could, you know, we could have had €1 for every photograph.
oh, brilliant!
You know.
Didn't we meet some guys this morning? They were walking.
Oh yeah.
They were walking it route. So
Dressed.
yeah, carrying quite Marines, not Marines,
Airborne.
Sorry.
Right.
Like 101st Airborne Division.
Right.
So can I ask you about one of you's got no sleeping bag? Is that right?
I've got all original British Army kit from the war.
Right.
The bike is from before the war.
Right. Before the war.
The bike's 1935.
Wow.
And then to sleep in, I've got a grey coat. And
A grey coat. So you're really quite tough, aren't you?
I've woken up. So how many nights have we done? 6 nights?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
3 nights it's been too cold.
Yeah, it's cold last
I
night.
get to sleep, but then I wake up at like 3 AM, too cold.
Wow. It's okay.
Cold wakes you
Then
up.
I wait to get back to sleep for a few hours.
Okay.
Have a nice cup of tea.
So
Oh
you're
yeah, we haven't been doing that either.
so you're proper authentic, aren't you?
His uniform is 1944 British Army. It's the original stuff.
Is that like woolen? Is it?
Yeah, everything's warm.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's quite good when the sun comes out.
Yeah.
It's hot, but
We are just
breathable,
wondering
so
if we're
it-
starting
it
to.
dries out quickly.
Yeah, so it's good when it gets wet, isn't it? It still
You can
retains
maybe
the.
tell us if you're honest. We are just wondering if we're starting to smell actually, but I'm not sure.
Ross, you better do the honours.
Yeah. You alright?
It's maybe the breeze is going.
Last time after a week, he thought like I asked my girlfriend and she said so.
This is one of the beauties of wool that it does kind of.
Yeah. Well, I've got a picture of my grandfather in the same uniform. He'd go up Saul Beach
Right.
on D-Day.
Right. Well, this
He's wearing
the undershirt was on D-Day.
Oh,
It was
wow.
on the beach on D-Day.
Wow.
We paid serious money for that.
Yeah.
Absolutely
brilliant,
love
isn't
it.
Just to,
Has had problems with the front brakes. We haven't messed around trying to fix the front brakes several times, and going downhill has actually become quite dangerous. So
I had some genuine, very scary moments
Yeah.
where it started getting faster and my brakes weren't stopping me. And I
we
was
have
kind
managed to introduce the element of fear into this whole campaign.
You love it, don't you? I'm so glad the weather's been kind to you because it has been really good, isn't it?
yeah. It's
I mean,
dry,
it's
that's
a bit
the main
nippy,
thing.
but it's
Yeah,
been.
5 years ago we had more rain. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. This is what my other son. It's what he calls Type B fun.
Oh, so close. 2 miles from the actual Utah beach, but we believe we're still on it because we've got a bunker here. It's all closed off by the gendarmerie because of the Biden visit. It's big.
the horses are gonna. Right over me. They flew directly over me. That's amazing. That gave me goosebumps.
Oh, me and Ross, we've done our adventure. We've done the 5 beaches, everything's brilliant, isn't it?
Oh,
What do you reckon?
amazing. Amazing.
What's the best thing for you?
But,
I better get a bit closer. What do you reckon is the best thing for you?
Gold Beach, Salt Beach.
Everything, basically.
Yeah, yeah. But the Salt Beach meant the most because of my grandfather.
Yeah.
Come up Salt Beach. And Saint-Mer-Eglise last night was brilliant.
Oh, that was awesome. Were the Americans singing?
With all the airborne.
What was that song they sang?
Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die.
Was it Gory or Glory? Yeah, Glory, Glory.
Gory, gory.
Oh, is it? Oh, is that how it goes? Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
because his chute doesn't open and it's gory, gory, what a hell of a way
you
to die. He ain't gonna jump no more.
Well, I enjoyed that. I did enjoy that. And the other thing I'll say about Saint-Mer-Eglise was the conduct of all the troops, because they're all active, aren't they? You got the Germans there, the Americans, the British,
The Belgians.
the Belgians, the French. Obviously. We didn't know who's who, but they were the real deal. No fights,
There was
plenty
that-
of alcohol. That's amazing.
There was even Native American
That's right.
troops there
That's right.
in their war paint.
That's right. Yeah. So looks like the Americans have brought over lots of different cultures, and I liked obviously the people we've interviewed along the way. It's been brilliant. Some real diverse characters, each with a story to tell. And yeah, if you ever get a chance, highly recommend it.
Oh, 100%.
So maybe see you in 5 years' time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ta-da. And wake up the dead. The old Napoleonic stairs, look. Whoa.
The bombers.
Yes.
Yeah.
This name, no shame,
No sign. Yeah. Keep quiet.
This back did two is gay and two hom Lisa Piade.
Obliterated. Finished. Yeah.
What? Pistole, is my hop noted.
Home no more.
Is
Is that memorial?
was school was my hop noted. After do the home. Healthy civil healing is died. Side big.
Is it gas?
Took cyanide pill.
Cyanide. Wow.
Rather than get captured.
Okay.
Lisa.
This young man come from Czechia, the Czech Republic, and he's he can't hear. He's doing sign language, and we're getting some of it. He's got a very interesting fella. He's driven over from Chechnya, or not Chechnya, Czechoslovakia. I'm going to say, yeah, not Chechnya, Chechnya. How do you pronounce it? Yeah.
Killed. Yeah, they killed all the village.
Oh, okay.
Men, women, and children.
He had that, but
In head, yeah. Very, very sad.
Sad.
Yes. Laughter. Wanted pulling back and bamboo and two and
4 and 5 wiped out.
my shaka. I think he's somebody's
Victory, yeah. Fighter. Yeah.
somebody's to wanted he should then I go to
1 in 10 dead.
I go to Friedhof 3 Schobby Deutscher 3
Freedom.
Yeah.
He says it all, doesn't he, about the whole trip?
Yeah.
Isn't that what we found, Ross? This is all about, the end of it is freedom, Europe.
Yeah.
And I've been on camera too.
Victory. Yeah. Victory.
All right, last day in Cherbourg.
Yeah.
All right, nice to talk to you. You're a very interesting young man.
Yes.
Well done. Enjoy your trip.
Adios. Adios.